Detectives from Task Force Magnus have formally charged 3 individuals for their suspected involvement in the criminal organization linked to the fatal shooting of underworld figure Alen Moradian, including the individual believed to have carried out the shooting. Following thorough investigations, at approximately 8:40 p.m. on Tuesday, January 2, 2024, law enforcement, in collaboration with the Raptor Squad, apprehended 2 men aged 27 and 28 at a location in Macquarie Park. During the arrest, officers seized 1.5 kilograms of cocaine, 844 grams of methylamphetamine, 3 encrypted devices, and a pistol loaded with 23 rounds of ammunition. The apprehended individuals were transported to Gladesville Police Station, where the younger suspect faced charges related to 8 firearm and drug offenses, as well as participating in a criminal group. The 2 younger individuals are alleged to be associates, while the 3rd individual is suspected to be the one who carried out the shooting. None of the 3 had a personal acquaintance with the victim and functioned as hired assassins.
Come to the front door with your hands up. Wait for further instructions.
Around 3:50 a.m. on Wednesday, January 3, 2024, detectives from the task force, supported by the Tactical Operations Unit, conducted an operation at an address in Fairfield Heights, resulting in the arrest of 24-year-old Det Deng, of Sudanese descent. Following his apprehension, Deng was brought to Fairfield Police Station and charged with murder, involvement in the supply of a large commercial quantity of a prohibited drug, 2 counts of participating in a criminal group, and possession of an unauthorized or prohibited firearm. Deng was denied bail and is scheduled to appear before Parramatta local court. Police video of the arrest shows officers in bulletproof vests and helmets holding on to Deng, who was wearing a traditional Middle Eastern thobe and orange slides. The other 2 arrested were named as 27-year-old Joseph Santino and 28-year-old Abdul Hakim Ahmad, of Macquarie Park. Both are close associates of Deng. Santino and Ahmad were taken to Gladesville Police Station, where they were charged with taking part in the supply of a large commercial quantity of a prohibited drug and participating in a criminal group. Santino was also charged with firearm offenses. They faced Parramatta local court on Wednesday but made no application for bail. Deng is being held in custody at Surrey Hills Police Station. Police will allege in court that Deng is the shooter in the murder of Moradian, 48, at Bondi Junction, in Sydney's eastern suburbs on June 27 last year. 6 men have now been arrested in relation to Moradian's death, including the mastermind who cannot be named for legal reasons. Alen Moradian was a high-ranking underworld figure with the Comanchero Outlaw Motorcycle Club, who was shot dead in his car on the morning of June 27, 2023. Fathead Moradian was sitting in a black Audi RS4 in an underground car park in Bondi Junction on June 27 when he was ambushed by 2 men, one of whom fired up to 7 bullets into his head and body. He had been jailed for 10 years after leading a cocaine syndicate, becoming eligible for parole on Christmas Eve in 2017. Yet, he had recently reintegrated himself into the Comancheros Bikie Club, a prominent force in Sydney's illicit drug market. Police claim those allegedly behind the killing fled the Bondi Junction car park and set 2 getaway cars alight, a Porsche found nearby in Bondi Junction, and a Holden Cruise in Zetland. In mid-December last year, police released CCTV footage of Moradian's final minutes. The unsettling footage revealed an individual, with his face concealed, swiftly exiting a black Porsche. Holding a gun, he pulls the trigger, briefly lowering his hoodie, and swiftly returning to the car. It is alleged that this hooded figure is Deng, who has now been arrested. Two men are later seen leaving the Porsche and getting into a red Holden Cruise on James Street in Bondi Junction. Speaking to the media, Detective Acting Superintendent Virginia Gorman said that the men are collectively engaged in a criminal enterprise associated with a substantial quantity of drugs. She further mentioned that those implicated in the murder were hired, hinting further upcoming arrests. Gorman explained, as is often the case with organized crime-related murders, the individuals carrying out the act are not personally connected to the victim. Rather, they have been contracted in some capacity to execute the task. She emphasized the complete disregard for others in pursuit of their objectives, all within the realm of organized crime, and concluded that additional arrests are anticipated in the ongoing investigation. In his life, adorned with Versace decorations and enriched by the profits from selling bricks of cocaine with a counterfeit Ferrari logo, Alen Moradian always seemed like a character who had emerged from the world of movies. Also known as the Tony Soprano of Australia, Alen was known for his love of Italian brands. Alen always appeared larger than life, living in a world adorned with luxurious Versace items and profiting from selling illegal white powder. He enjoyed a life of opulence and extravagance, surrounded by riches that reflected his taste for luxury. His residence in West Pennant Hills was a testament to his wealth, adorned with Versace trimmings throughout. In every room of his mansion, lavish gold accents adorned glossy black wood and metal, exuding an air of grandeur. Beyond the lavish interior design, Moradian indulged in other displays of wealth. He contemplated purchasing a Lamborghini with a Versace theme, valued at $850,000, which originated from the Golden Gun Syndicate in late 2006. The Golden Gun Syndicate, one of the largest drug groups in New South Wales, was ultimately dismantled by the authorities. The syndicate earned its name from a gold-plated gun seized during a raid. They imported cocaine from Chicago to Sydney, with each kilogram package stamped with a horse logo and valued at $30,000. Alen brought in at least 40 kilograms of these packages, amassing considerable wealth. In 2007, Alen was arrested in a major police operation that led to the downfall of the syndicate. Numerous arrests were made, millions of dollars in cash and assets were seized, and a symbolic end was marked by the confiscation of the gold-plated pistol. Alen's wife, Natasha, was also involved and sentenced to prison. The empire's downfall revealed an arsenal of weapons and additional criminal activities. Despite his imprisonment, the Golden Gun Syndicate continued its violent activities, including the murder of Gamal Micah, a key witness in the ongoing case. Alen's recent murder suggests that he remained involved in organized crime, holding a prominent position within the criminal network and having connections to the Comancheros. Reports suggest that Alen had been living in fear for the past 12 months, and had moved out of the family home he shared with his wife into a rotating collection of properties, to protect himself. He was also reported to have changed cars regularly. The funeral service for the drug boss took place at an Assyrian cathedral located in Greenfield Park. An extensive presence of law enforcement officers and guards was deployed to ensure the safety of the gathering. Various underworld figures and bikies were seen paying their respects. Heavily tattooed associates and bikie figures including former rebel Jesse Vela were also present at the service. In a display that captured both the attention and curiosity of onlookers, a formidable gathering of mafia-styled associates, intricately adorned with indelible ink, paid their profound respects to the fallen drug kingpin. At the cathedral gathering, friends, family, and associates of the deceased mafioso paid their final respects in a funeral that reflected the somber nature of their connection to the underworld. As the investigation into this criminal enterprise and murder continues, we assure you that we will keep you updated on any developments. Your support is invaluable, and we encourage you to share, like, subscribe, and leave your comments below to stay engaged with all the latest videos. Considering the nature of our content, which may not be monetized due to its crime-related focus, every super thanks contribution is sincerely appreciated. Stay tuned and comment with zest. Your support is appreciated. You're the best.